slides open. An angry-looking kitsune with bright pink hair tied into twin drills storms in without so much as greeting. Where's breakfast? What? You heard me, Faye! I'm not Faye. My mistake. You're not my minion. No, I'm not. Still, you seem like you could make a decent meal. You're my new minion. This is making less and less sense as the moments tick on. I glance at her shoulder and notice the thin stripe of a lieutenant. Suddenly, I am starting to understand Soul's annoyance. Excuse me, Lieutenant, but I'm hungry! Chop chop! I'm a major. You know your ranks, right? Behind me, I can hear the rustling of sheets and the loud plop of someone falling out of bed. I want to investigate, but the uppity lieutenant is looking over me like merchandise.
Okay, the music is quiet accordingly.
Not much to look at, but you've got spirit. I think you'll be acceptable in the rank of my minions. Lieutenant, barging into a superior officer's room, do you know who I am? No. I'm Kika Star, daughter of President of Earth Julian Star, and the hero of the Xion. We're on the Nimros. I know that, and I do not care who your father is. Decorum is critical for all crew members. Then who's going to get me breakfast? I have no idea, but I know who's going to get my breakfast this morning. What? You can't seriously order me to get you breakfast? I am. Chop chop. That's an unlawful order! Breakfast or paperwork, those are your two options. On second thought, I don't think I want you as a minion. So you choose paperwork? I might have just arrived on the ship, but I'm rested enough to do some writing. Morning, Kika. I brought breakfast. Finally, someone reasonable. I thought you said you were going to meet me at the lounge. I kind of slept in again. Captain Moonfollow, I presume? So this is what's going to be so interesting about this game as we progress, is Natalie is clearly like a lawful good kind of character. Like, she's super duper protocol and stuff like that, right? And some parts of it are like very heartwarming, and other parts of it, in other cases, are like, oh my god, you uptight blonde. Let's see.
Well, if it isn't Commander Rasuna.
Hey everybody, it's Ryan Sierra playing Rising Angels Reborn. Everyone is assembled. Major Pusile, you may commence. And time hack at 800 Fleet Standard Time. Welcome everyone, I'm Major Natalie Pusile. I'll be briefing you on the newest mission for the KSS Nimros. The operation will go by the code name Runaway Book. 3 days ago, an all-points bulletin was issued for a Marakian Institute research team that failed to report in at their designated times. The team is currently considered missing in action. While this would normally not require a response, the final report for Dr. Nimian Sunflower, the team's xenotechnician, suspected that recovered artifact may hold some importance to modern transportation. Question, how did an ancient civilization make something that we have to worry about? They're old and ancient.
Just because they're old doesn't mean they weren't technologically advanced.
Then why aren't they still around? There's lots of reasons. They could have been wiped out in a war, some sort of viral plague, or simply moved on to other parts of the universe. Precisely. Marakia isn't filling us in on the details of what the expedition was supposed to uncover, so we'll be doing a lot of the legwork. They probably just found some old traffic sign, but Command feels it important enough to warrant a follow-up. Odds are we will find them sitting there, dumb and happy, but I'm not taking any risks. Investigation work! This wouldn't be the first time, would it, Faye? Nope. Our ground team at any potential site will consist of Major Pusile, Major Hackett, Captain Moonfollow, Lieutenant Zeri, and Colonel Nesson. What?
I must agree with Star. The team lineup will not do. How so? Would it not make more sense to keep the doctor here? Should I become incapacitated in the field, I will no longer be able to render life-saving aid. For the sake of those who may be injured in the line of our noble duty, I beseech you to not risk such a valuable asset.
You just don't want to risk your neck. I've trained in first aid. I'm a qualified first responder.
See, Commander? Does our swap not make sense?
Lieutenant Starr, your father has given me specific orders to keep you out of harm's way. Unless I can assess that there is no danger, I cannot authorize this swap. But if there isn't an element of danger, what's the point of going on the adventure? military necessity.
But risking a high-ranking officer with valuable training is? I dare not believe that.
Believe it. Everyone, sit down. Continue, Pusile. I mean, Stan was being sus there, but like, damn, Commander Rasuna is almost, she's like the worst qualities of Natalie. We're going to the last known location and we'll attempt to trace the location. We are going to the last known location and will attempt to trace their location from there. I don't think we are going to face any dangers, but our current knowledge is limited.
Wandering into the unknown always brings a certain level of risk. Flight Officer Migi, what is the status of our ship and supplies?
There you go, that's what's up.
So the aft bathroom is not going to be fixed for a while, is what you're saying? Then we will make what we have. We will file the support on this to fly fleet support. I'll take care of it.
I don't like voicing Kylie. Someone's got to voice Kylie.
I'm not pleased with command subpar performances any more than our crews. I don't have double standards for my subordinates compared to my superiors. Crew, prepare for jump. Major Pusile, upload your coordinates to the nav station for Lieutenant Starr. Major Hackett, ready our ship.
But
if you have a complaint, voice it later. I want the ship ready for jump in 5 minutes, and our course in 3.
But
now, Lieutenant Starr.
Fine, come on. The rude lieutenant grabs my arm and violently yanks me to the position on the far left side. Give him to me. The coordinates. If Sol wants it in 3, I have to do it in 2. I click the transfer button and watch the file pop up on the navigator station.
Excuse me.
In a heartbeat, Kika has pounded onto the station, her fingers flying like hawks as she manipulates the screen. Why do you have to do it in 2? If he said 3, I'm sure he's fine with 3. Because that's the standard. I'm the best of the best. You don't become the hero by simply doing the bare minimum. And because we do, that's why you all are going to be my minions someday. The best of things are typically done with the worst of intentions. Still, my mission is most likely to succeed with someone. But something bugs me about watching her type and draw so fast. Is the ship navigation virtual intelligence not working? Hard to concentrate when you're babbling. Just trying to get a better feel for my ship. Whatever, it works just fine. It just suffers from the limitations of all VI. They're programmers. Exactly. My methods are faster and have better results. Theirs are paranoid. Wait, you're not flying us into a star, are you? No, but I might be flying us through pirate space. It's not like we're going to stop our shift jump and let them attack us. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Natalie, over here.
Trust is a limited commodity. Especially when I feel the best way to describe her is the candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Sol is standing by a small chair that looks rather uncomfortable on the back next to Zuri.
We're making the jump. It may get a little rough, so strap in and keep your emergency pressurization device under your chair turned on.
Is there anything I can do?
Trust me, I'll make this a smooth one. Just sit back and watch.
I'm not worried about it. Ship accidents making the jump to subspace nowadays are rare. I'm always a little jumpy when we make the jump. Ha ha! Funny! You can't do anything to fix a bad jump sitting back here in the baby seats. Why does she have to vocalize all my fears? All it would take is one little mistake by the hasty lieutenant, or the slip of Sol's hand. We could be dead in a millisecond.
Speaking of being dead in a millisecond...
I love space travel. The science behind getting a ship into the space between space is amazing. That doesn't make it any less dangerous or frightening. Still, I do feel better now, knowing that I'm not the only one who's a tad skittish about this. Zuri's alright. How do you cope with it? I'm not scared or anything, just curious. Night-night! Huh? Zuri closes her eyes and snuggles into her restraints. Sleep? How the hell can anyone sleep at a time like this? Between the chaos and noise, there's no chance of sleep. Zuri? Yet there she goes. That's talent.
All crew, sound off. Flight station ready.
Navigation! Plotted and good to go!
Non-essential crew are strapped in and secured. The Nimros is prepared for jump at your word, Commander.
Engage jump.
Roger. Engaging jump drive.
Under my seat, I can feel the deck shift from a slow, steady vibration shift to a much louder, much more violent rattle. The warp space generator is beginning its charge. The massive power required to tear a rift in normal space is astronomical. If any of the capacitors were to suddenly explode, there wouldn't be even atoms of me left floating around.
Oh damn, you sure about that?
I close my eyes, wishing I could fall asleep like Zuri. No amount of personal brilliance can help me if the manufacturer skimped on something or Kylie didn't put her best into her checks. The volume finally crescendos as the capacitors are charged to the required values. Next comes the part that scares me the most. The power is transferred to a Bellino crystal to pull the ship into subspace. Bellinos serve as the focal point. Without it, the energy used to break the holds of the universe would be useless. The material is rare, mined in 3 locations galaxy-wide. I doubt we have a spare. Good morning. How long was I out? 2 hours. We're still in shift. That first shift nap is always the hardest to recover from. Why don't you take a moment to walk around? That always helps me. Can I? Yep. You only have to be buckled up for entry and exit of subspace. It feels like someone beat me with a rubber mallet. I think I'll need to get better sleep tonight, increase my water intake. I think I'll go with some of the crew. That should help clear my head. Good question. So, I mean, I don't know. Kika's kind of a... She's uptight in her own way, and Soul's kind of busy, is he not? And then I guess we'll just speak with Zuri. She's right here. How many shift jumps have you gone on? A couple dozen, I think. I used to command a small team of military police before this, so we had more station duty than fleet duty. You were a cop? It's a lot more boring than it sounds. Most of the time, we just ticket Marines who sped on base or would do drills for events that never happened. If I never have to sit in some hangar checking IDs of pilots again, then my life will be sunny. You did critical work that ensured the safety of mission essential equipment. I know, and I'm proud of never losing a single one. It doesn't make those 12-hour shifts any less boring. I used to practice my fighting style with one of my troopers during our downtime. I'm a little envious. The lieutenant, probably a flight officer at the time, had command of troops, and I never did. What did you do before coming to us? I worked a small listening outpost on the edges of Katagian space. I was by myself, hoping that some sort of ship would drift into my space. Did you ever see any Ralton ships in your space? The only ship I ever saw was the automated cargo ship that would bring me in supplies every other month. Still, you did critical work that ensured the safety of mission essential equipment. Yeah, I guess we both have had exciting careers. But that's the point of this adventure, right? We're finally going to do something with a more visible impact. Indeed. Zuri looks at me with eager smile and a fierce look. I sense determination in the Draymon's soft green eyes. Soul, I think you might be underestimating her.
He underestimates everyone. Oh my god.
Hey, speak your mind. Well, I know I might have nearly impossibly knocked you out yesterday, but if you're looking for my permission to keep practicing, you're going to have to go to Commander Rasuna instead. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I forgive you. It must be hard to keep busy on this ship. How did you keep yourself entertained at your post? I played computer games.
Haha! Nerd!
A planet that has no name. A world that has no civilization. The woods are as still as the lost grave of the adventurer Killick Harnson. No, bad. No thinking about dead Cytos. If you think about the names on the wall, you're going to end up being one. Still, the comparison is warranted. It's so silent around here, so still. Not even a breeze is blowing through the abandoned campsite.
Such peacefulness stills in my heart. We should return to the ship.
It's okay. We just scared all the animals away with the ship's engines. They'll return in time.
And eat us, perchance.
I don't know. Stop worrying, Colonel. I checked the scanners and nothing bigger than my fist registered for 5 miles around us.
Small can be ferocious. With all due respect, we should limit our voices to not disturb any potential wildlife, sir. Major Pusile, are you ready? The sudden shift of Soul's professionalism towards me catches me off guard for a moment, but I grab it as an anchor. Focus is key.
This is no different than a training mission. I'm ready. Nobody touch anything. The clues around here could be anything.
Then I'm heading back to the shuttle. If you need me, my lady, please call.
That will be fine, sir.
If you need a break, I could always use the company.
Ooh! Damn. He wants some seltzer juice, you know what I'm saying? We've got work to do.
We're yours to command, Major Pusile.
Okay, Lieutenant Zuri, I want you setting up sensors and seeing what you can about any remaining camp defenses. I already did! Really? It was the first thing I did when I came off the shuttle. It'd be really bad of me to let you step on a landmine or something. She's right. I should have had her check the first second she stepped off. Mistake.
Surprisingly good work from you.
Don't sound so surprised all the time. Then could you keep an eye out for any potential threats? Of course. Nobody's gonna hurt you while I'm here. My gut tells me that casual remark is a serious one. It's a comforting thought to know someone is ensuring my safety. Captain Moonfollow, I want your help in determining what happened to the camp's residents. The camp looks almost too spotless to be abandoned. I need to study the local fauna anyway.
Our mission takes priority. Don't lose focus.
Soul.
Major Hackett.
Major, my mission to investigate flora and fauna is a mission from the Board of Directors. Yours is Space Force directed. My mission trumps yours.
Now, wait just a...
But I can do both. You can count on me, Natalie. Thanks.
She needs to remember we're a team, not a bunch of lone wolves.
If she has her own mission, we can't hold a grudge. Orders are orders.
Whatever.
I kind of agree with this, actually. On it, like... Natalie. I agree with Natalie, not Soul. Oh, man. Because Natalie's going to be the annoying goody two-shoes in a lot of this stuff, but, like... And Soul's kind of like, yeah, well, you know. But I agree with her for once. Fascinating.
Whoever was here fled quickly, but ensured that we would have no easy way to follow them.
Pirates would have taken everything of value. That generator over there is worth thousands, but it was left behind.
And what do you think happened, lizard brain?
Wow. Wow. How is that not like a racist thing here? I don't know.
If you're gonna shoot down my theory, at least have something to replace it with.
Ground team, this is the bridge. Go ahead.
Negative on those scans. You're all alone down there.
Thanks, Pusile. Out. I told you. The wind never lies. So, we have no clues.
It would appear so. Something's trying very hard to make sure that we don't find out what the researchers were doing.
Faye shoves her way past Zuri's outstretched wings, clearly trying to get to me in a hurry. I might have a clue!
Did you find a bone or something?
I'm not a dog!
You always fool me.
Please hurry, Major. I don't want to touch it. Is it hazardous? Soul, get our cum gear.
Roger.
Did I say cum gear? No. It's just, you need to stay for yourself. Captain Moonfollow leads me to a spot on the far edge of the camp. The soil is disturbed and I can see where she was digging. Was she secretly looking for a bone? Oh my god, Natalie, not you too. If she was, she found me one. A datapad lies half buried in the soil. The corner of the rectangular tablet juts out. I can only assume that Captain Moonfollow was pulling it out when she realized I should do it. You were very smart to leave the excavation to me. We don't want to risk damaging it. That's not it. That isn't dirt staining the screen. Curiosity gets the better of me, so I skip safely following procedures and pull it out with being delicate. She's right, that dirt stain is far too red to be from the soil. Perhaps they found it on another planet, if they found it somewhere with red sand, or... That makes no sense. Why would they dig it up one place just to bury it in another? Dude, intergalactic geocaching, come on! It wouldn't have a splotchy pattern like this now if it was from soil. Could it be... blood? Dried up blood? It smells like it,